What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got a split review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new split from the bands Black Vice and Hunter. This is released on Red River Family Records. Yeah. When I first heard about this split coming to life, I honestly wasn't all that surprised. But when things started to slowly form and progress, I realized that this was something to be very, very excited for. Both of these bands are very kindred spirits in a way, not only for the fact that they're label mates, but for the fact that they're both Texas bands. They both put out respective full-length albums, and they are both continuing to establish themselves not only within the Texas metal contingent, but also making themselves to be a potentially dominant force in due time. Let me get started with the Black Vice side of the split first. These guys are based out of Austin, Texas, and they play a very traditional occult. I get very, very occult sort of vibes from this band. They play a very traditional style of black metal, but the way that this band conducts themselves and the way they go about making music just feels scary. It feels dark. I love how this band handles their business and goes about things. They put out an album in 2016 entitled Rituals of the Anti-Cosmic Doctrine, and that album was an awesome, awesome debut. Everything about it, the vocal work, the guitar playing, the drumming, the bass, everything felt natural. Everything felt like a straight-up black metal sort of release, and that was an awesome album to listen to. And with the 3 songs that are included on this side of the split, you can tell that this band is taking what they had on their debut, and they are shooting even further into the stars. And you get some very, very meaningful music being done here. I love the way these 3 songs sound. Starting off with the track Negation Enthroned, I like that there's a bit of a slow build-up going towards the song, but once things start to kick in, you will appreciate what kind of musicianship is being presented here. Then going on to a track like Into the Abyssal Empty Void, where things become a little bit more darker and a little more elaborate. I love that songwriting aspect of Black Vice. It's just really, really amazing. And then to a closing track of the split with Shadow of the Monolith, where you get some very, very dynamic sort of vocal styles going with that track. And musically, it's just really something special to behold. I love the way that that Black Vice sounds here. The guitar playing is just so stellar and top-notch. Very, very devastating sounding guitar work on here. The way the riffs sound, the way everything is projected, the way everything sounds, it just feels crisp, it feels clear, it feels very, very top-notch. The bass work on here is very crystal clear and audible throughout this mix. It has a very dark and deep sort of tone going for it, something akin to the riffs that are being played here. The drum work on here feels very traditional, very natural sounding. I love the way everything is played and delivered. It's a straight up black metal sort of drum performance, and I love the natural vibes being presented here. And the vocal work is something very special too. I love this vocal delivery. I love the dark, deep sort of bellows going, the high growls, the retch sort of screams. I love this vocalist's delivery, and it's just really wonderful to listen to. And it makes me even all the more excited to know what could potentially be next from Black Vice's sound. They had a lot of potential with that debut album, but I think with these next songs and going forward, I think things will be even better and greater. Moving on to the Hunter side of the split, these guys are based out of San Antonio, Texas, and like Black Vice, they have a black metal rooted sort of sound, but they experiment a lot. They dive deeper and deeper into their sound to create music that's just very different from the norm. They did so with one of their early demos, and then in 2016 put out one of my favorite releases from that year with Thronodia. Just a really, really top-notch, genuine piece of music. Everything about it, everything the way everything was delivered, the artwork, the vocals, the lyrics, the presentation, the music, I mean, these guys have worked so hard, and here they are continuing to prove why they are such an important deal in Texas metal right now. And with the two songs that are on this side of the split, this showcases Haunter becoming a lot more experimental, but sounding very awesome. I love the fact that both of these songs have a very fearful sort of tone going for it. I almost feel a phone booth sense of mentality listening to these tracks. It feels very suffocating in a way. But I say that in the most complimentary way possible, because the way the tension of the music, the drum, the blasts, the 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 riffs, the growled vocals, it just feels right. And I love what's being presented on these two songs. Notably, Gilded Medulla, which is a very, very complex and articulate sort of track. I love the way the guitar riffs are being presented and played on that song. The drum work is straight up awesome. I love this drum performance here. And the song Echo Chambered Corroboration, which is a song that I've heard played live, and it sounded wonderful. And hearing this on record, it even sounds just as devastating and powerful. I love the impact that Echo Chambered Corroboration song has. Just the way everything is structured, it just feels like a multi-layered sort of puzzle piece. You put everything together, and it just feels right. It just sounds right, and I really, really love that song. And I hope that Haunter continue on forward with that direction with these two songs. So overall, I think this is an amazing split. This is one of my favorite black metal split releases to come out in 2017. I think both of these bands are continuing to prove why they have a belonging in Texas metal and metal in general, and I'm very excited for both of these bands to have continued great futures ahead of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this split and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Red River Family Records Bandcamp page where you can stream the split in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it by digitally, and it is available as a limited 12-inch vinyl with some really, really killer artwork to be paying attention to. I'll also leave you a link to the Red River Family Records store where you can purchase the vinyl there or some additional tapes. And starting this Thursday, they will be going on a 2-week tour with Crawl. I'll leave you a link to the tour dates, so definitely check them out in your city wherever you're able to. I mean, I've talked about Crawl a bunch here. Crawl is amazing to see live, but definitely check out Black Vice and Haunter live. They are definitely the real deal. So again, the split between Black Vice and Haunter on Red River Family Records. Go check this out. This is absolutely worth purchasing and owning. If you happen to have heard this split, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Are any of you guys into Black Vice or Haunter? Let me know. I'm going to conclude this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until next time, runnerjma out.